Good morning. Chilly morning. Sorry, guys, we're just moving some shit around here. Trying to make enough room for everything. Stands, microphone, coffee. A little coffee warmer sitting in that corner. This is very nice. Hey, Joe. Good morning. How are you? Morning, Ray. I'm rough this morning. I kind of figure when I saw morning space noids. Katie, a mug warmer. She loves it. Yeah. Yeah, the one down here was great. I think it was a gift. I can't remember if I bought it or if my wife bought it for me. It's been a while. Mouth in pain. Oh, no. Oh, boy, Joe. Are you fine, gents, this morning? It's Friday. Just need to get through this week. Just need to get through the week. Everything else? It's going to be a long day today, too, at work. Just got a last-minute client meeting, theoretically a system takeover, which I'm happy about. That's the one place where things don't always go well. Just got to get that angle of the dangle right. Sorry, guys. I wonder if it would work to keep your decals water warm. Yes, John Bias does that. That's what he has a coffee warmer specifically to keep the water warm while he's working on decals. Hey, Anthony. What's going on, brother? How are you feeling? How's the doggo? How's the hand? How's your parents? So I got good news. Met with corporate yesterday. It's $1.75 retrospect from 9/22. So next check will be huge. Joe, I'm so happy for you, man. You know, those victories, I keep saying it. When we have those little victories, it's a good thing. Congratulations, Joe. Good morning. Try to get us some Hudson Valley footage for the Patriot YouTube channel. I know I should have done that with Classic Plastic too, and I didn't. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was feeling a little under the weather yesterday, and I'm like, oh, fuck, please tell me I'm not coming down with anything. That happened a couple of years ago when I was getting ready to go to MosquitoCon. And it's like, of course. So this year I'm like, oh, please no. This one's important. I can't not go to this one. Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to get these wires inserted. I have to Got to bend them a little bit to get them into shape. Let's see. I'm feeling pretty good. Parents are doing okay, and the dog is a pain in the ass, but she's getting better. I love it. Hey, Mike. Helps when I start to feel it. Yeah. Hey, Tom. Good morning. All right. Let's do a little of this. Then let's just look at the angle of the dangle on both of these. So in this case, I think he's going to be hunched over. So most of the legs are going to be kind of a little bit forward. Now it's just a matter of getting some of these loops looking good. Starting to actually feel like fall over here. Dude, I woke up this morning and I'm freezing my tits off. It was awful. I mean, great. I mean, yes, it is starting to feel like fall, which is good, I guess. I appreciate that. All right, it's gonna physically bend that a little bit, see if that helps. Let's get that little guy up there. This little guy up here. Yeah, these are looking good. There we go. Push this in. Oh, final shaping of these wires will be done later, but I just wanted to get kind of the general take on it. So there we go. No, let's go. You know what? Yes, I know what I just said, but I'm also trying to get at least it to look right. That's good. There we go. All right. I did a different kind of video for Classic Plastic from a vendor's point of view, kind of behind the scenes. Yeah, nice. I'm sure that's see again, different takes. Mike and I talked about this, about trying to provide a different take to a show. Quite often what you see is, more of an experienced model for that show or whatever. And it's like you're just doing like this table, like a lot of videos of what's on the table and the cool stuff that you saw. But the people who are usually talking about it are people who are experienced in it. So getting different perspectives is always a good thing. I was on a 64 in the house, but I'm not turning the heat on yet. Yeah, the same here. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. I took out the ACs yesterday. I will be doing I got to take out a fan in one of the bedrooms, and then that's it. I was walking the dog this morning in shorts and a coat. That's an interesting look. Like shorts and like a raincoat type of thing. That's a scary look. 68 in the house, but I'm turning on the heat because it feels like 40. Tom, you're a candy ass. He's going to be back in the mid 70s in a day or so. No reason to dig out the pants yet. It is for me. Dude, this is me. It gets below 70, I turn into a meat popsicle. I really do. I'm awful. So funny. Don't need to dig out the pants yet. Parents won't get cold for another 2 months, but they're much closer to you, Anthony. Yeah. Just my Carhartt. All right, let's take one final look at this. And then we're going to work on the hose going up to the body, and then we're done. Anyway, happy Friday, everybody. Stay warm. Hey, good evening, Edwin. How are you, my friend? And there we go. And that's it. So now we got that. Do one thing quickly. All right. Only sitting the 68 during the day and 70 at night. Really? I go like 68 during the day and 64 at night, like overnight. Losing too much weight. I'll need to start wearing more layers to make up for it. Ray, eat more. It's the winter season. You gotta pad yourself out. It is Ohio thing. We just throw a code. Yeah, man. Noon. It's shorts weather again in the fall. Wow. Not much working this afternoon, but coordinating print work. Time to do some gunpla building and yes, planning for what I should have done yesterday. Yesterday was a very busy and productive day at the office, which are always my favorite kind of days. Still weigh 217. I could lose a few more. Yeah. It is 68 inside. You set it to 64. I think overnight. Yeah. And then, like, I got everything on a timer, you know, and it's a managed system. So, yeah. And then by 5 o'clock, it's turning up to 68. And by the time I'm up, you know, in the winter, by the time I'm up, it's pretty nice and comfy in the house. All right. So with that, let's get these guys glued together. So a quick little. There we go. That's what I want. Going to CA those glue pieces into place, and then we are done. Now we'll work on putting away all this plastic, and then once the hose is done, I'm going to start getting everything ready for priming, which, excuse me, will likely be done beginning of the week. I may take a not Monday, well, maybe I'll take Monday off and just do priming then. We'll see. Should be 68. 68. OU1. Yeah. Funny Ray. Hello. There we go. CA has such an overpowering smell. And this stuff here, it's like weird. It feels like CA, and at the same time, it's something a little bit more slippery, a little more rubbery, because I think it does have some rubber components to it. Rubber toughened formula. I took Monday off. You took it off? We have it off, thankfully. Our general manager finally insisted on that with the ownership. She's like, we're taking more holidays off. You know, he didn't understand the benefits of it, and she educated him. Let's get the glasses on. Anyway, it is Friday. Tom, do you have anything planned for Monday? There we go. Don't need a lot, just a little. Going to the mall. Good morning, Emma. How are you? Excuse me as I burn some of this stuff off. There we go. Careful, there's some. Happy Friday to you, Emma. Hopefully you got something fun planned. I guess you're going to the mall on Monday. You gave your RC thing away yesterday. The kid was psyched, though. That's important. Give it to somebody who really wants it. I've got to reach out this week to. We've got an RC club that wants to meet up with us. They do a presentation for us. We do a presentation for them. I think it sounds like a great idea. Just got to try to coordinate that. Whew. But so far, so good with the legs. Let's move on. Yeah, I got to tell you, Tom, just between you and me, the American Dream Mall, that whole concept wigs me out. That's what the American Dream is, a mall experience. Right. This will get crushed, that I know. It's just a matter of how much crushing am I going to do here. I may pull back on the center pin. Give me a second, guys. Try to get this thing all lined up. Yeah, it's a little too thick. I'm going to clip back on this pin here. There's a pin there that kept the polycap hose held in place. Obviously, what I've created is a little bit thicker. Sorry, guys. Give me a second here. Happy Friday, Mike. Good morning. How are you? I'm interested in that crossover meeting and potentially more info on that club. Ray, I'll send you that information. They're in Eastern Mass, meaning they're even further east than us, I believe. They've got some kind of a 748th Air Court. I don't recall exactly their name. But yeah, concept is to take Mall of America and make it grander. No, the problem I have is that what the American experience really is? Mall culture? Didn't we leave that? Now we're trying to get back to it? Sorry, it's just me. And really, American consumerism? Hey, you want to experience America? Buy shit. Okay. Mikey, Tommy. I love it. Flipping back on this thing. Oops, fuck. Put my finger where I felt like put my finger right into that CA, which is fine. Yes. Now it's full mall culture, Mall of America. Uniqueness is the amusement park in the center. Okay, so once again, that's what America is about. Okay, maybe people's interpretations of America are a little different from mine. So exactly. Amazon warehouse. It's grander still. The American Dream, sponsored by Amazon. Bah. Bah. All right. Let's see if I trimmed it enough, if I have to go in more. Like I said, it will crush some of this, which I'm fine with, because ultimately that'll create a nice tight fit. Right now it still needs, yeah, it's just pushing back a little too much. So we're going to continue to just cut back on that a little bit. Come on. Fly, be free. American Dream is a combination. Just need a gun range and you've got the whole America experience. Ain't that true? And American flags everywhere with the Trump store. Whew. American Dream is a combination and a bunch of entertainment things in a mall. My experience about America when I got there is the land of Michael Jordan. Oh, God. Yes. Scary stuff. Rondo. It's what plants crave. It's just a name. You can call it sewer and it would still be the same. Yeah, but it's the name that bothers me. Then it's Ninja Turtle themed. Right. You know, I guess maybe it's just me because my parents came here to this country trying to get into a freer land, trying to have the land of opportunity, which and bring their kids up. And that to me is the American dream. The American dream is not having all of these shops and amusement parks all in one place. Sorry, this is my frustration with that. Every time I drive by that place, it just makes my my blood boil just a bit. Third biggest is the King of Prussia Mall. Okay. On a slightly different note, happy to report yesterday, I did nothing with regards to all this, as I like to call it, the PatCon controversy. Not a thing. It was good. Decompressed from a lot of that yesterday. Had a after hours meeting with a client, potential client. Got home, made dinner. My daughter went to, I'm happy to report, my daughter is back on skates and she is raring to go. Hey, Dwayne, good morning. Moving slow this morning. Well, it's cold. That makes sense. What's going on, brother? Okay. The biggest mall is Disneyland. Yeah, likely. American Dream is now a consumerism. It's now consumerism. I blame the start of this from 80s Wall Street craze. Pat controversy. Yeah, I love it. But it was good. Yesterday was a complete disconnect from all that. My daughter was skating last night. I'm happy about it. She got home last night and she was like, "Yeah, it felt good." I was very, very happy for her. It's always, it's hard when the thing that you love to do, you can't. All right. So I'm going to clip back that inner peg just a bit more. And then we'll be in a good place. And I, of course, just sat down and watched The Bear last night, which I was really happy about. Man, I got to tell you, 3 seasons in, that I got to tell you, that is absolutely one of my all-time favorite shows. I don't know, it came out of nowhere, and every episode is just so wonderfully done. Sounds like a good night. It was good, yeah. Today I've been thinking a little bit about how to respond to the Plastic Posse, which I'll probably end up doing if I have time today. Depends on how much prep work I got to do. I got to get a little rest tonight because my wife is flying in. She's returning from Texas, so I need to go pick her up fairly late, and that means that I'm also up early tomorrow so I can get on the road. What's going on, Nick? Good morning. Listened to a little music last night. It was good. Yesterday was a good George decompression day. There we go. Done. Love it. That's it. The anchor point is now in there. Now I'll just going to basically thin cement this thing in place. And then tomorrow I'll work on the piping going into the body and getting the rough shape. Then what I'll do is I'll do a rough assembly of the whole model. Take it apart and get it ready for priming. Not tomorrow, Sunday. I'm imagining you sitting on your desk while Bear just goes to town on your bird feeders. Well, kind of like that, only 100% the opposite. Still pushing back a little bit, but once I get this stuff in here, I think it'll cause even some of that internal plastic to melt a little bit. That anchor that I created, that should be fine. Give me a second, guys. Just want to get this thing kind of soaked a little bit. There we go. It's going to hold this in place for a bit. Jamie Lee Curtis was amazing last season. Yeah, that's the episode that I watched between her and Sugar. I got to tell you, that episode, yeah, because I'm on season 3. I haven't started season 4 yet. Mike, it is riveting. The everything about that show is just spot on. The story is so well done. The photography is top notch. The way they capture faces, the way they capture everything, acting spectacular. Everybody, it's rare that you find is there something about about a show that maybe could be better? And it's like, I'm hard pressed to find anything with The Bear. 3 seasons in, having just recently watched Alien Earth, I will not be returning to season 2, but I'm jonesing to get back into, to jump into season 4 of The Bear. The Bear. All right. So I got a question for you guys, model related. So should I do, guys, model related? So should I do the texturing first? I'm going to do, I almost didn't recognize her. She's become that role. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like the first time is that Jamie Lee Curtis? Yeah. Unbelievable. Didn't she win an Emmy for that role too? I think she might have. Powerful performances. Powerful. So should I do? I am going to do it. So I'm going to end up doing some kind of cast texturing on the model. Should I do the cast texturing before priming or after priming? I think I should do it before. But what do you guys think? I want to watch Alice in Borderland season 3, but haven't had time yet. I've seen things about it, but I know very little about that show. I'm finding the TV shows that I'm enjoying the most are, once again, it's very much like a lot of my movie watching. I like very personal stories, that have, broad context with a broad cast of characters. I started watching, and I will get back to it. It's just hard to watch a subtitled show when you're doing other things. But I started watching Netflix's Asura as well, which is really, really good. All I'm doing right now is just adding a little bit of shape to this one piece here. The amount of good television out there is pretty impressive. You still have to fight a little bit of the bad television, which is unfortunate. We've been watching, as a family, obviously Only Murders in the Building and Poker Face. And my wife and I are really into The Diplomat on Netflix. There we go. I'm doing just carving in a little bit of shape into this thing. There we go. Before primer. That's what I thought. Before. Excellent. It's time consuming due to subtitles. It's time consuming? If you're using Surfacer. I'll be using a combination of Surfacer. No, is it Tamiya Putty? I can't remember. I got to go look at my notes. It'll probably be, it might be Tamiya Putty, and I can't remember what I thinned it with. Was it thin cement? One of those. I got to take a look. When I did the texturing on the tank, I actually did 4 different tests just to see which one I preferred. All of them came out really good. Just some of them I think came out a little bit better than others. It's a matter of getting the scale right, which I think is going to be fun. Doesn't that become your... Yeah, it doesn't get everywhere, though. It does in some places, but not everywhere. Oh, okay. So this appears now to be in like Flynn. Yep. There we go. All right. And tomorrow, once it's all dry, I'll bend it into place. I might do, not tomorrow, Sunday. I'll bend it into place. All right. So we still have the cat left to go. No, I'm driving to Poughkeepsie, New York tomorrow for the Hudson Valley show. Which I'm very, very excited about because a second here, guys. Sorry. There we go. I'm going to be meeting up with a lot of different types. I'm looking forward to meeting up with the with a number of our Region 1 chapter heads. All right. Kitty is still not sitting exactly where I want her to. Close. Actually, a lot closer than I thought. All right. I can tell you. You got to admit, that does look really cool. I'm just saying that looks really cool. How long is the drive? About 3 hours. I get a few things ready for paint on the Falca, but can't get to my paint booth. Is that because of timing, Nick, or is that because of other things like the room is being occupied? Now you have my attention. Edwin. So my general concept is, and I'm not sure I'm going to get it all executed by beginning of December, but I'm going to get this thing fully done. The concept is that this cat is piloting this suit, and he or she are standing in front of a doghouse, and there's a dog, and literally looking down at the dog, and almost kind of like saying, "Come on out." And the dog in the doghouse, you can just barely see it, is just kind of like looking kind of up and scared. Again, a little fun thing to do. Again, all about storytelling, right? Because the wife has filled the room with Halloween boxes and decorations. Nick, excuse me, mayhap after everything kind of changes for you, once you get into your new position, maybe you'll be able to actually have a space where you can do all that stuff, right? A dedicated space. Okay. All right. So actually, that cat is sitting better there than the last time I was trying that out. So now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with her other paw. I don't know. I don't have time with the new position. Off to work. Catch you all Sunday. Mike, have a good day, brother. Enjoy your day. Make it a fun one. All right. So now the question is, let's take a look at this. And let's see what we want to do here with. I think I might go up a little high on that. And the thing I would like to do with the left hand is kind of just turn it this way. Oops. Let's do this the right way. I may rejoint the whole hand part to kind of bring it up a little bit, so it's kind of like almost calling out like this. I may also, yeah, I might do some surgery on this so that the fingers are more curled up, kind of like you're calling to the cat, to the dog, excuse me. And the other one, I think I'm gonna try to do this. Let's see if we can get this done. Let's see what it looks like. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the arms in enough to put one on its knee. So the other one, I think, might just be kind of down to the side. Maybe it'll be holding a weapon or something. But this one will be, a little bit further back or something. Give me a second here, guys. Try to be gentle with these as well. I don't want to crush the wires. So the story is the cat riding a mech to get revenge upon the dog. Something like that. More like a just come on out. And it could be, let me take you for a walk. Or it could be, come on out, let's talk kind of thing. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's necessarily revenge, but it's kind of like, okay, let's see. The only thing I've got to do is I've got to get I've been looking around. I'm trying to get an STL file, a 3D file of like a dog literally kind of like on its fours, looking up and kind of have like almost that scared look. I want it to have a bit of a almost a bit of a cartoony look to it. It's almost a little bit something like this. Of course, you wish that the arms would do a little bit more, like maybe come in a little bit more. But you know what? I've got what I've got here. And I'm going to make it work. In fact, I think that hand might just be fine with just like that. Let me see if I can find one for you. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. New dial idea, the cat walking a dog. I like that one too. I was thinking about that too, like maybe like having a leash and doing something like that. But what I really wanted to do was I didn't want to focus too much on the dog in the doghouse, just catch just enough. This is the sort of the subtlety that I was going for. I'm going to build a doghouse. And then in the doghouse, you can put the dog on the inside and have it barely visible. Like you're going to be doing a lot of shadowing to create sort of like a lot of dark space. But if you look at it just well enough, you'll see that the dog looks a little scared. Like, do I really want to do this? That's kind of the look that I'm going for. Like, what the hell is this about? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think getting that arm up like that, both on the mech and on the cat, I think is exactly the look that I'm going for. And in fact, that means I probably won't need, again, do you need to put anything like controllers in place? And I think the answer is no. So this might work out pretty well. The mold on this cat is terrible in some ways. I think this was a recast something. All right, let's get a little, I need to get a little, how much time I got? 5 minutes. We'll be able to do this in 5. But I am liking the way this is coming out so far. Very happy with it. And the other nice thing about doing something like this is that, especially with like the doghouse, I can probably build that upstairs while watching TV. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So notice how its hand is kind of up. The left hand is up. So it's going to be tipped down. And if I can get the hand and the arm, the cat's hand and the mech's hand kind of in that same position, I think it will really make the scene that I'm going for. But right now, looking at that, I'm really liking this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're now going to pop the blue tack out. We got the angle on this thing. And let's get the CA in place. Ooh, November ain't coming fast enough. I'm definitely going to be updating my CA, getting a couple of new bottles of CA, this black stuff here, as well as, yeah, I need it up higher like that. Let's drop the cat in. I need to kick the arm out just a little bit. There's going to be some filling going on in here, I'm pretty sure. Let's get sorry guys, I apologize. Give me a moment here. Damn it. The one issue I've had with this model, this cat in particular, has been it just seems like the CA just doesn't want to hold. Found a few STLs, not necessarily scared. I'll send link. Thank you. Appreciate it. Blue tack, my lovely. Yeah, I could actually I'll just hit it up with putty. Love blue tack. Blue tack is just like some of the best stuff out there for just getting, it's just doing so much stuff. Okay, let's kick the arm out a bit more. Yeah, the arm is really struggling here. Fuck. Okay. $7 o'clock. I gotta get getting ready to leave here. May just have to do it with putty. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to do that. It's really not sticking and it's not in the position I want. Not a problem. Let me clean off the CA. And then I'll just fill it with putty and get the position done tomorrow, Sunday, whatever the fuck it is. But overall, really liking this this direction so far. Oh, mercy. I think that was just smacked by CA. All right. These away for now. And with that, email sent. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Edwin. All right, my friend. Excuse me, my friends. Time for me to get rolling here. Fun ride today. It was short. Just today just felt like, bang, what just happened? You know what? Before we do that, let me just put some of this stuff away. Anyway, guys, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. It is a crazy world. I've actually been often using listening to a lot more music recently, which has, I think, helped me mentally, which is great. But let's also remember, we are in the midst of a really crazy time. So go out there and do good, brighten the world as much as you possibly can. And of course, remember, stay safe and stay sane. Do good by others. Make somebody's day. Don't treat them like crap, right? So with that, I'll be back on again Sunday. If I have time, I'll do something brief before I go, but it's not likely since I got to pack up the vehicle and get some stuff done. But in any case, do good, enjoy, and I will at least see you on Sunday. And with that, peace.